Yeah. The next part, what you're going to do is file handling with the Python. File handling in the sense reading the contents from the external file and writing the contents into the file. You got it?
Uh,
By
yes.
using this very useful technique, we have some associated techniques along with the file handling as well. That means reading from a CSV file. You know what is CSV, right?
Yes.
In Excel, we can save the file in a CSV format, something like a comma separated values. So each value will be
Yeah.
separated by the commas. So in Python, there is a property to read the CSV as well. Not directly, we'll be using Panda. We'll be doing it later, reading the CSV, then showing the result into the user, something like that. But for
Okay.
those also, we need to read the file, or we need to open the CSV file, right? We need to look whether the file is existing in a specific location. If that file existing, I want to fetch the data from the file, then I want to show it to the user. Okay.
Okay.
Also, by using the Python program, we'll be able to write into the file as well. For example, I want to make a CSV, or I want to create a notepad file which is writing some information from the user. We can do this file handling topic. Got it, right?
Yes.
So first, I'll just show you a simple file writing. Creating a file by using the Python and also reading from the file. It's a simple, like 3 lines of code. It's very easy coding. First, I'll create a variable. FL is equal to, it can be anything. This is just a variable. Open. That one is a keyword, or this is a command. Okay.
Yes.
Inside the file open, I have to mention a file name as well. For example, I just put my file name as let's say sample.txt. What I'm trying to create is a txt file. You know what is txt, right? It's a notepad
Yes.
extension. That is a txt file.
Yes.
After that, one more thing we need to mention: whenever you are opening, either you are doing a reading operation or either you are doing a writing operation, you should mention a mode what you are trying to open. It can be R or W or A. I'll tell you the difference. Now I put W, right?
Mhm.
So first one is, when you're opening a file, we should know about the file mode as well. The file mode will be classified into 3 different types. R for what? Reading.
Reading, writing, and
W for
editing.
writing.
Writing.
And the third one is A for appending.
Uh,
Because when you're using a file in the write mode, okay, it creates the file after it writes the content from the user. If you run the program again, if you write some other content, it will erase the previous content, it will write the new things. Got it?
yes.
So if you want to keep adding into the file, we'll be using A. Okay, that's the
Yes.
difference between W and the A. Writing in the normal mode, writing in the append mode. Okay, so here I'm trying to write some contents into the file. That's why I mentioned W as the file writing mode. After that, I want to accept the content from the user to be written inside the file, right? I'm using an input box. Input. Then I'll ask him a message. Enter the text. Okay, this is the text that I'm trying to write into the file. After that, fl dot write. Fl is what? The variable that I created to open the file,
Open the
right?
file. Yes.
And what I am trying to write is what? Txt. Is that okay?
Yes.
Actually, write is a function. It's a built-in function which is associated with the file, and it's waiting for a value to be passed to the function. Now you know what is function, what is a parameter, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so txt is a parameter that I'm giving to my write function. After that, one more thing, fl dot close. Because the thing is, when you're opening a file, you should close it. Then only you can see the contents which you written inside the file. As long as if you're not closing the file, okay, the file will be content will be writing into the file, but we will not be able to see physically from the location. I'll show you the difference. Okay, first
Okay.
I'll just save this one. I saved it with file test or something. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
after that I'm trying to run the program. So it's asking me to enter some text. Let's say I just put hello, welcome. Okay, it's not showing any error message or something. That means somewhere it's written the contents, right?
Yes.
I want to check whether the file is created or not. And also remember one thing, in the write mode, if the file not existing, it will create the file. Okay, create the file. Also, if file existing, what does it do? Will
Overwrite. Yeah.
overwrite the new contents. That's a writing operation. Okay, I want to check whether my contents that I written in the code is implemented into the file or not. You see where I'm working, the Python location, see app data and all. I want to go to the location, so I'll just use open. Okay, I'll copy the path. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because
Okay.
normally when you're creating a file operation, if you're writing something, wherever you save the program, it's going to create the file in that location. For example, I'm just going to save as in other location. Let's say I have USB here. Let me try to save it in the USB with the name file test. After that, I think it's still, yeah, now we are working in the USB, right? See that
Yeah. Yes.
E file. After that, I'm trying to run the program again. Enter text. I'll just put good morning. After that, I'm going to my USB location. See what's happening. I'll go to the USB. We saved it with the name file test. See, file test. The program is there, and the file name what you put here is what? Sample.txt. Let me check.
Sample.
You see that? See,
Yeah.
it's created. See, 840. And also when I open it, see, got it?
Yeah.
This is the content which I am written,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So wherever you save your program, in that location only it will create the file. But we have option to change the location as well. Okay, we can have
Okay.
Python program in one location. The content we can read it from another location as well. That is also possible. I'll show you how to do that one. So is this fine?
Yes.
Okay, let's say I'm using samples.txt. Okay, another file. I'm not using this clause operation. I run the program. I just put hello. Okay, it's not showing any error message or something. I'll go to the location and say samples, right? Okay, it's created the file, right? But when I
Yes.
open, the content is not there. See, you cannot
Okay.
see the contents as long as the file is not closed here. So you
Okay.
should close it. See, now I'm running the program. I just put hello file. Sorry, what I put here is, sorry, not file. What is that? FL, right?
Yeah.
I just put hello and I open the location. Let's see what's working. E samples.txt. See, it's written the contents, right? Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Get the idea, right?
Yes.
After that, now what we did is we went to the location where the file is created. Then we opened the file manually, right? What I'm trying to do
Yes.
is I want to open the file through my program. Then I want to show the contents to the user. Okay, so we need a reading operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll just comment it. And also, did you notice one thing? Let's say I'm using the same samples.txt. I'll run the program. I just put welcome. What will happen? If you put welcome, what will happen? It will delete the previous content. It will write this content, right? See, I'm going to the samples.txt. See, it deleted the previously written content, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want this happen. Maybe I want to keep join my contents into the file. So I'll comment this operation. So first this one is in file writing in what mode? Write mode, right?
Yes.
Next I'm going to do file writing in append mode. Let's see what will happen in the append. Same program only. I'm just writing it. File writing in append mode. Here I'm just changing this one to A. nothing else. Okay, I'll run the program. So I just put sample text and I press enter. Let's go to the location samples.txt. See, this was a previous content what I written before. After that I put something, my sample text, that is also appended into the file. Got it?
Yes.
Simple operation only. We just had to change that one to A, and A refers appending the content. Okay, now we have two files. One file we created with the write mode and one file we created with the append mode. After that, I'm trying to read it. I want to read the content from the file. Again, I'm using file is equal to open. And file is not a keyword. Always remember. See, here I put FL and here I can put anything, X, Y, Z or anything. Open. I'm trying to open the first file or second one, samples.txt, comma, it should be what here?
R.
R, because you are doing a reading operation.
Reading.
I'm creating a variable, let's say content is equal to file.read. It's very easy to remember from this one. See, here we are doing file.write. And we'll pass the content to be written into the file. Here we are using file.read and function is returning the content, right?
Yeah.
So I need a variable to receive the value, or you can do it with the print command, right?
Yes.
We can directly use the print command like how we did the normal function. So we don't need this content variable, right?
Yeah, okay.
We can call it inside a print command. Okay, I'm just using it in separate. Close. Okay. After that, when you run the program, you see that this is the content what we have inside the file, right? See, it just simply reads the content.
Yeah.
Get the idea?
Okay. Yes. Can you please tell me again, content equal file dot read? So you said here it's not necessary we write content equal file.
This is what I mean. See, remember when you have a function and the function is returning something, we can directly call it in a print command, right? See, this is what I mean. So we don't need this. Is it okay?
Yes. Okay.
Because of whatever the function returns, I'm printing directly. In this program, whatever the function returns, I used it in a variable.
Yeah.
So the advantage of using in a variable is we can do for other purpose. For example, now we're just printing, that's it, nothing else. But if you do this program, for example, I'll just come stuff. We can do the text related operation in the variable content. See, that's why I'm using content dot upper. Is it okay?
Yeah.
I can do title content dot, sorry, title. It will do first letter in uppercase. See, I can do all the string related operation because inside the file dot read, it's returning a text string. So I can do all the string related operation with the content variable. So it's just a variable. It can be anything. Huh?
Yeah.
X something.
Okay.
Got it?
And for reading, why do we have close for reading?
Because the problem is, so for example, you're opening this file in the any application. Let's say you're opening this one. Okay, you open this with Notepad. Okay, after that you're trying to delete it. What will happen? For example, I'm trying to delete this file. What will happen? It will not let you to delete. See, and here I use separate file links.txt, right? 1 second. Let me just open something with the browser.
Okay.
For example, I'm just opening one file with Google Chrome. After you read or after you perform the writing. And also remember one thing. Let's say I just put hello.txt. This will not work, right? Why? Because the file is not existing.
Yeah.
Because in the writing and appending, if file not existing, it will create the file. But in the reading,
Yeah.
it will not happen because makes sense. Because if the file is not existing, it will not create it and it will not give the content for you to read, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that will not happen in the read mode. Only in the write and append mode. If the file not existing, it will create the file and it will add the contents into the file.
Okay.
That's the difference.
And
Yeah.
R, W, and A, those are already defined in Python, or
In the Python. In Python. Yeah, it's all are the defined in Python.
okay. Even if we write them like strings like that, I cannot just write it without the.
Yeah, no. This will not work.
Yeah.
It should be a specific thing.
No, if I write the just R without the double
No,
comma.
that also will not work because the function needs the value as a form of a text.
Text.
For
Okay.
example, when you create the function, if the function needs a string parameter, we'll pass it as a double quotation, right?
Yeah.
So same logic, because the
Okay.
function needs the second value as a text format. So that's why we are putting it in the quotation. But you can use single quotes, single or double, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Both are same. Here also I can use single quotes.
Mhm.
Both are the same operation, so no other difference.
Yeah. All
Got it?
right. Yes.
This is okay, right? Now,
Yes.
let's say some error which has happened here, right? No such file or directory is open. For example, I'm going to perform the reading operation and I will accept the file name from the user. User will enter a file name which the user want to read it. Okay. So what you can do is I can accept the name from the user, right? Like this input box. Input, then I'll ask him a message. And the file name. I'll use what here? Name. Is that okay?
Okay. Yes.
So let's say I'm running the program. I put sample.txt. Okay, it reads the content. Again, I run the program. I put samples.txt. It reads the content. When I run the program, I just put sam.txt. It didn't read the content because the file is not existing, right? But I
Yes.
don't want this error happen in my program. If file not existing, I want to show him a message which is saying, sorry, this file name not existing in my location. Okay.
Yes.
For that, we need an extra module to be imported. Import OS. It's a module which is called as operating system module. Will help you to use directory related operations. Directory related operation means now we are going to search in a folder whether the file is existing, right? Say something out of the Python. So we are importing an extra module to be used that type of functions, because by default that functions will be not available in the Python. So we need to use that library. We'll call it as module.
Okay.
And this is how you import the extra module. After that, once the user entered something, I'm checking with the if condition. See, if os dot path dot exist, okay,
Okay.
I put name. That means user will enter something. If that file existing, only it will enter into the if condition. Else, I'm printing a message which saying okay, let's say put abc.txt. You see that?
Yes.
It didn't stop the program like the previous run, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
get the idea? So OS is a separate module. We are invoking the OS to check. And this is a property how you are checking. Path.exist. And you can put the path here.
So we don't consider this as exception?
No, we
And
can
we
put it
use
as an exception as well. We can put it as exception. See, if you want to implement the exception handling, what you will do? We'll put it in the try block, right? That also, it's a good question. See, try. I'll use what here? Except. Okay.
Yes.
Got it?
Yeah.
Sorry. This is the first program. See, it runs. Both the program give you the same output, right?
Yeah.
So one we are doing with what? Exception handling. Other one we did with the if condition.
Okay.
Get the idea?
Yes.
So previously it was trying to open a file and the file is not existing. So it will immediately go to the except. So here it will not enter into the if condition because the file is not existing. So it will not execute this line. You can use, it's a very good question. You can use either this or this.
Okay.
Got it,
and
right?
the file name, is it case sensitive?
Yeah, case sensitive. Okay.
Yes.
This is fine, right? Also, let's say what I'm trying to do is maybe your program is in E drive, but what I need is I want to go in another location and read another file. Maybe I don't have the document in my same location where I'm working. For that, I'll comment this stuff. I just comment the word section. After that, what I'm trying to do is I want to change the location where I'm reading. Okay. os.chdr. It's a short form of change directory. Got it?
Yeah, okay.
Change directory. Directory means right now it's looking in which location? E drive, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm changing the location to another location, so I can put the location inside this one. For example, I want to look in documents inside this my websites. Okay, I'm going in this location. Okay, put it in a quotes. Okay, this is the location what I'm trying to open, and inside that I have I'm creating a text file. Okay. Now I'll run the program. One more small thing. When you're using the change directory, Python will not accept this single slash. Have we did some slash /n to break the line, /n to break the line? Have we did somewhere?
Yes.
So because that one is a special character, when you use /n, it breaks the lines, right? So similar like that, when you use / Python have a different meaning. It's looking for something extra key, right? So we need to put, I am using 2 slash. So the Python will understand, okay, this is not a special command. This is because a problem can happen. Let's say your folder name is 9. So it will do what? It will break the line only. See that?
Yes, okay.
So that's why we are just giving some additional information to the Python, which is saying, okay, this is not a special command. This is something like a location. So that's why we use a /. After that, I'm trying to read it. Remember, now we are working in E drive. Okay. And I put abc.txt. It reads the content. Actually, abc.txt is not existing in this location. See, it exists in documents, my websites, this path. See that I change the location where I have to read through the change directory operation. Got it?
Yes.
So this is how we use the CHDIR. So the CHDIR is
Change
the short form of change directory to change the default location to perform the reading or writing. That's the purpose of using this one. Got it, right?
Yes.
CHDIR. Okay, let's say I want to do one more thing. It's a part of this one. OS dot remove. Then I put name. What will happen? Whatever the file
Delete the
user
file?
entered, exactly. After the reading purpose, it deletes the file. Let's say I'm putting abc.txt. Okay, it reads the content. I'm going to the location. Let's say it's somewhere in documents, my websites. See that?
Yeah.
It's not there. It's deleted the file. See that?
Yes.
That's the thing.
So I can delete also the file.
File from the program. Not even this one. Let's say I'm trying to delete this file through the Python. Let's say go to documents, websites. I want to delete maybe this file, untitled 8.pdf. Now the problem is file will not exist, right? Because you already deleted. Sorry, this file doesn't exist. Let me check. The untitled is existing there or not. See?
Yeah.
Deleted, right?
Yes.
Similar like that, you can delete a folder as well. See, let's say I'm creating a folder here. My folder name is, let's say, files. Okay. I want to delete that folder. So we'll be using another command. Not remove, DIRS. It's a short form of remove directories. Remove DIRS. But the problem is this will be an error now. The problem is the file is not existing, right?
Yeah.
See, now I'll just try to do abc.txt. Anyway, the file is not existing. We already deleted. I'm going to the location. See, the folder which we created, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you put website space 1, let's say I'm using website space 1. Actually, that folder is existing. It will not let you to delete it. The problem is inside the folder we have some files, right?
Yes.
Sorry. If you go to the location, see, we have some files inside that. So if we have some files, we have some files inside that. So if you have some files inside the folder, it will not let you to delete directly. So you have to delete the files first, then the folder.
One by one.
One by one. Yeah. So
You
first of
cannot
all, you have
delete
First of all, you cannot delete the file directly without deleting its contents.
Okay.
Okay. So the
So you can delete only empty folders.
Yeah, all the empty folders. Yeah.
Okay.
So to delete a file, and this one is used to a folder. But the idea, right?
Yeah.
Is it okay? The file
Yes.
operation, it's simple. Reading, writing, and appending.
Yeah.
I'll send you this file once. Okay? Got the file?
Yes.
I'll send you one more file. Just read that one first. Okay. The next part is the another topic, which is almost connected thing. Um, just open that file and read it first. Read the contents. I send you one doc file. Just open it and read it first.
Okay.
The next thing which you're going to implement is pickling in Python. What you understood from reading?
It's like whatever
You have in a
you
dictionary
add.
or a list or
Yeah.
something, we'll be able to write it into a file permanently. For example, we did different programs with dictionary, list, and everything, right? Let's say you created a program which is appending 5 items into the list. So as long as the program is running, you will be able to see the 5 items. But when you close and reopen it, you lose the 5 records, right?
Yes.
Even in the dictionary also, it's nothing storing permanently. When you close the program, it deletes everything. But if you write some contents directly in the code, okay, that 3 things will be there. But if you're accepting something, if you keep appending into the list, that things will be erased automatically, right? When you close the program, that we can avoid by using the pickling concept. Okay. I'll show you the
Okay.
program. So this is something like which is writing a list or a dictionary into a file. That's the purpose of using the pickling. So it's a simple code only. See, let's say same file operation. See, just write the command, the commands, and okay, let's keep the commands. So what we are doing is we have a list here, okay, which is having some value like test value 2, test value 3, some list. And inside that it can be anything. Let's say I'm using some different name. Let's say Sam, and like 1 or 2 user details. Sam, let's say John. Okay, I have 3 names in the list. What I'm trying to do is I want to create a file with the name test file. Okay, then I'll be writing the same things into the file. This still here, it's same, right? What we did before only. It's all same, right?
Yes.
We created a file and the file name is in this variable, and the file is opening with the name file object, and we put the file name here. Then we put WB. It's short form of write bytes. It's writing in the kind of a byte data. I'll show you the difference. After that, one more thing. In the previous program, we use file object dot write. Then inside that we put the text, right?
Yes.
Here we are going to try to write a list into a file. So the write function will not be able to write a list into the file permanently. So what we are doing is we'll be using one extra module, pickle. So pickle is an extra library file which will help you to write the contents into the list and the dictionary into a file permanently. So we have a function associated with the pickle. It will do the same property of the file dot write. Only thing we are doing, pickle dot dump. Actually, it's using the writing operation only. And A is the content that I have to write it into the file. And file object is a file which you created, right?
Yes.
After that, we are closing the file. Let's see what will happen here. Okay, it asked me to save the location. Let's save it in the location or in the USB or something with the name. Let's say test. So we have the Python program in USB. I'm running the program. It's not showing an error message because actually we didn't printed anything, right?
Yes.
Just using only writing. Let's see what will happen. I'll go to the location. When I'll check the location, what is the file name you put here? Test file, right?
Yeah.
See
That's
that
fine.
it's created a file, test file in this location. See that?
Yes.
And when you open it with this one, let's say I'm opening with a notepad or something. See, I have the contents, right? Sam, John, Haya. But in between, it
Yeah.
added some extra symbols, some quotations, some other symbols and all, right?
Yes.
Because it writes the content into the format as a file. Because you notice one thing, we didn't put the extension for the file. Because it's written as a file, it's a byte data. After that, but if you're going to the location and check to read the file, okay, your content is there, but it's very difficult to read it, right?
Yeah.
See, there are some extra symbols and all. So, okay, I want to read the content back from the file. Then I need to reform my original list. Okay,
Yeah.
we can do the pickling again to do the reading part. See, same thing. I'll just comment this thing. Okay, this we already done, right?
Yeah.
Because now the file is already existing. After that, I'll just copy this last one. So we need the file name to be there. See, I mentioned the file name. I'm opening the file in the read mode. Here also we need to mention RB. Okay, read binary or read bytes. After that, here we perform pickle.dump and it will do the writing part. Here we need to perform pickle.load. It will do the reading part.
Okay.
What I want to load is my file object, which I already mentioned here. And the output, what you have inside that file will be storing in the variable B. Is it okay? Same file
Yes.
operation only, right?
Yes.
Or you can directly use a print command here.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I'm closing the file as well. Let's see what. You see that?
Mm.
This is my list which I created by
Yes.
using the program previously, right?
Yeah.
See, I'll be able to read it back the content. For example, I'm keep appending some information in this one. I'll just run the whole program. Okay. So this is my list. Okay. After that, I appended some value from the user with the loop for x in range of. For example, I don't have anything inside the list. Okay, it's empty. All the thing which I'm accepting from the user. Okay. For 4 times, I'll accept the value. So here I'm using a dot append. Inside this, we can have the input box as well. See, input and score. Okay. See what's happening. It will ask you to enter the score. Actually, we made it as a string. If you want integer, just put int also. Okay. Let's say the program will ask you to enter the score for different times. See that?
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
After that, even if you check the program, let's say I close this thing, I'll comment it. I'll do only the reading part. Still your contents are there. Get the point?
Yes.
If you do the normal way, if you keep appending some information, once you close the program, you cannot see the content anymore. But if you implemented the pickling, your content will be written into the file permanently. Even I can do more logical things here. See, what I'm trying to do is, if that file exists, I want to, because if you run the program again, it will erase the previous content, it will write the new appending contents, right?
Yeah.
What I want doing here is, see, is it okay? See, import OS. I'm checking a condition if os dot path dot exist of what? This is a file name, right?
Yeah.
If this file exists, that means I already have some content into the thing, right?
Mhm.
Then I'm performing the reading. Is it okay like this?
Mm.
What I'm doing here is, first I created an empty list, okay?
Mhm.
If that file existing, that means I already have some previously written content in the list, right? In the file.
Yes.
Then I'm using the reading part. I will read the contents from the existing file and will store it in my A. So A will update with the existing contents, right?
Okay. Yes.
Then I am accepting from the user. So it will have the newly added content as well, see? And file name, I'm just putting it directly. Just file. Okay, let's see this. See, it will ask you to enter the score for another more time. Let's say 345, 567, 435. See,
Mhm.
now whenever you keep adding, let's say I run the program again, it will ask you to put the score. Let's say 2, 1, 4. See, it's keep adding into the file. Even if you
Only.
open this program after 5 days, you'll have the previously written content in the file.
Mhm.
So what you're doing is, initially I created an empty list. And I'm checking if a condition, if the file is existing, that means, okay, I already written maybe today or yesterday some contents into the file. Then I'm doing the pickle.load. So it will load the existing contents into the file. It will convert back to the list and store it in the variable. It will update the A, right?
Okay.
If
Yes.
file not existing, A will work with the normal thing and it will write the content. After that, it will write it into the file.
Okay.
It's very useful operation, this thing. Very important
So
thing.
if I don't use this, I use the reading R or W, the first one.
Yeah.
If I turn off the laptop, the file will go.
No, in that one, the file will not go. File will not go. But the problem with the file.read and write, we will not be able to read the list or write the list. We can write only the text if you are using write and read.
Ah, okay, okay.
See, the main purpose of pickling is we'll be able to write a list into the file. See, actually we are writing a list, right? We are not writing a text. If you are writing text, see the file is, see, it's still, my file is there. See, even if you open tomorrow or day after, the text file is there. But
Okay.
with the file write and read, will not be able to read or write a list or a dictionary. There comes the use of a pickling to write a dictionary or a list into a file permanently.
Okay.
Get the idea?
Yes.
So this pickle.load will do the reading part, reads the previously written contents and updates the list. And he will do what? Dumb will do the right part. writes
And
the
why do we need import OS in here?
only for this operation. I'm checking the file existing, right?
The
That's why.
path exists. Yeah.
If not
Yes,
this one, we don't need it.
yeah. Okay.
Only we just need a pick link.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
got it?
Yes.
Okay, right?
Yes.
You can try one homework as well. Previously, we created a dictionary, right? We keep appending the value from the user. We keep adding into the dictionary, right? We did some program
Yes.
accepting employee details and all. Then, right?
Yes.
Implement pickling in that dictionary program. Okay, that means the previously created dictionary. I think we created employee name or salary. We are accepting. Then we are updating the dictionary, something like that, right?
Yes.
Implement the pickling into that one. You can do that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I'll send. Yeah, 1 second. I'll just send this one as well.